Chinchows, Lantern Joe here, and welcome to the announcement video slash rules video for our next main series on the channel, the Pokemon Soul Silver Metroid-Locke. Yes, we are doing a Pokemon Soul Silver Metroid-Locke. Now, if you don't know what a Metroid-Locke is, we'll get into that. We all know the rules of a Nuzlocke. The rules of a Nuzlocke are, of course, I'll go through them one more time for you guys. We're only allowed one encounter per route, town, area or cave, and it has to be the first thing I see. Any Pokemon that faints inside or outside of battle is legally considered dead and cannot be used anymore. They must be put into a box in the PC or released if possible. I box my mons. And of course, rule number 3, all Pokemon must be nicknamed. Those are your 3 rules for a Nuzlocke. Now, if you've been a member of my channel for a long time, if you've been here for a long time, if you've been a Chinchow for a long time, you'll know about the Metroid Run, which is a series on my channel where basically it's a let's play, but it's also a challenge run where I'm trying to get one Pokemon for every type in the game. So, yeah, I'm trying to get one Pokemon of every type. I'm trying to get one grass type, one flying type, one normal type, one ghost type, that kind of thing. I'm trying to get one of every type. Okay? So that is the Metroid Run. There are more rules. Let's go into those rules then. Okay, so I'm allowed one Pokemon. I'm allowed any Pokemon as my starter. Any Pokemon, including legendaries. If one of my starters is a legendary, I am allowed it. It is completely allowed. That Pokemon has to be level 5. So any Pokemon, I'm allowed any Pokemon at level 5 to be my starter. I have to catch one Pokemon of every type before facing red, or get as close as I can. I am allowed to go and face red if I'm missing a few Pokemon here or there. If I ran out of routes, that is. If I've run out of routes where I can get encounters to get that type, then I can go and face red. But it won't count as 100% count. It won't count as 100% complete series because I missed a type here or there. Rule number 3: before the first gym, I'm only allowed to have I'm only allowed to have my starter plus one normal type Pokemon. If my starter is a normal type though, I am allowed one Pokemon of any other type in the game, but only one. So I can't go and catch willy-nilly. I can't go and catch everything willy-nilly. I'm only going to have one before the first gym. So for example, if my starter was a fire type, I could have a normal type. But if my starter is a normal type, I could get a fire type, I could get a psychic type, but I can only get one Pokemon, and that's it. I'm not allowed to catch anything else before the first gym. After the first gym, it's fair game, I can catch anything I want. And any routes that I hit whilst trying to get to the first gym, they won't count. As soon as I have my decisions on who on what my one Pokemon is, those routes won't count. So I can go back to those routes when I'm allowed to catch Pokemon and go and get encounters for those routes. That is possible, I can do that. Rule number 4, I'm only allowed to catch one encounter per route, town, area or cave. So, and it has to be the first thing I see. That's a standard Nuzlocke rule. This is a rule I have put into the series to allow me to be like for it to be like a Nuzlocke. But there are some plus points to this rule. So plus point number 1: if I already have that type, I am allowed to roll over. If I already have that type, or I already have a mon. I already have that mon, I am allowed to re-roll. So, for example, dupes and species clause, but also type clause. I'm calling type clause. So, dupes and species is mandatory in this, but also type clause is also mandatory. I can roll over my encounters, but attempt to get something new, but I'm only allowed to do this 5 times per route. So at that 5th time, I can choose whether I want to catch the Pokemon and dump the thing that already is of that type that I already have, or kill it and lose that route forever. I have to choose at that point. Rule number 5. I am allowed 1 HM slave, so I will have to burden Mons in my team with HMs, because I'm only allowed 1 HM slave throughout the entire game. So I may have to burden a water type with Whirlpool. I don't want to burden a water type with Whirlpool, but I may have to in the end, really. The challenge starts in my bedroom, so as soon as you get out of the bed, that is the challenge starts. But the lock rules only start when you get Pokeballs, and this is when you're given Pokeballs, not when you have to buy, not where you have to buy them, where you are given Pokeballs. You have to be actually given Pokeballs for the lock to start. Right, so that is rule number 6. Number 7. Rule number 7 is breeding. I am allowed to do breeding as much as I want, but I have to do it off screen. So breeding is allowed, but it's off screen. I'm only allowed to do it off screen. I'm not allowed to, I don't have to show you guys I can show you guys the results of my breeding, but I don't actually have to I don't have to show you guys my breeding. I don't have to do that. Okay? Replacing types is allowed. Good. But we're not allowed to swap types. So, what this means is, say I got a Pidgeot, and that is, I can choose whether that Pidgeot is my normal type or my flying type. But if I choose it to be my normal type, I can't, and I caught it, and I say a Tailo on another route, I can't just say, well, this Tailo's now my normal type, the Pidgey's now my flying type. I can't do that. That's not allowed. That's not allowed. Once I've made that decision, it is final. It is my normal type, or I dump it for another encounter. So I have to dump it at that point if it doesn't count. If I'm getting a better Mon. So I can't swap types. I can't just say I still want the Pidgey. I can't do that. That's not allowed. Okay? Dual type Pokemon are allowed, but they must be given their primary typing. Say for example the Pidgey, if I don't have a normal type, that Pidgey is its normal type because it's the primary type, it's normal flying. So Pidgey would be my normal type if I don't have a normal type. Because, you know, it's a normal flying type, it would get the primary typing. But if I already have that typing, I can choose to give it the flying type. But if I do this, there is a little bit of a rule here. I am not allowed to have primary stab. So I will not be allowed to learn any normal type moves. With the Pidgey, with my Pidgey example, if I chose Pidgey to be my flying type, so I already had a normal type, and I caught a Pidgey, now that Pidgey is my flying type, I've made that decision, that executive decision to say that Pidgey is my flying type, I cannot learn any normal type moves. Any normal type moves I have at this point must be got rid of via TMs or via TMs or by learning normal level up moves, and I can only learn flying. I can only accept flying type stab as my typing. Okay, so no normal type moves. I will admit this does mean only attacking moves. So I could still have Growl, I could still have Leah, I could still have a normal type move that doesn't do any damage. Those technically do count, they do count as normal type moves, but they don't do any damage, so I will allow those. For example, I can't learn Strength. I can't get the Pidgey to learn Strength, because that is an attacking move, it does damage, so I cannot learn that. if the Pidgey is flying type, okay? There we go. So, those are the rules that I will be using for my Metroid-Locke. Now, I will make one little rule to add to the Nuzlocke rules for this series. If any of my Pokemon die, so any of my Pokemon faint inside or outside battle is legally considered dead and cannot be used again. This therefore means that that type is up for grabs again. Say for example I lost a Pidgey and my Pidgey was my flying type. I have to now go and get another flying type. That is the rule. I have to go and get another flying type because, you know, Pidgey no longer represents that type because it is dead. Okay? So that is my one addition to that rule. Okay? So I added an addition there of I've still got to go and get a flying type because Pidgey is dead. Okay, so you can add more optional extras if you want to. You could add things like healing limits. You could add to put yourself in the set battle style or the switch battle style. I'm not adding these. You could add these if you wanted to, if you want to take this series on for yourselves, because it's going to be quite a hard series. I'm not doing this because I want this series to be a bit more fun and enjoyable, and I might forget a rule here or there. I'm not going to penalise myself for forgetting a rule here or there. I'm going to try my hardest to remember all these rules, but I'm not going to penalise myself too hard for forgetting a rule here or there. Because I want this series to be a fun series. Now, if you want to do this series yourself and you are a content creator, let me know in the comment section down below or on Twitter @LanternJoe, and I would love to see it. Show me your link. Show me your series. You know, the Metroid Run was always meant to be done as a sort of competition series to see if people, you know, to see a bunch of people do it, you know, at the same time. Sadly, I don't have the power or the authority to pull something off like that. But if you would like to give this series a try, let me know in the comment section or let me know on Twitter @LanternJoe, and I would love to watch some of your series and give you guys some pointers on these, on how Metroid runs work, and if you would like to give it a go, because the Metroid run is really interesting. Of course, shout out to the inventor AnriKurokaze, link down in the description below to his Twitter and of course his YouTube channel. He's a very good friend. He was a very good friend of mine once when he made content. He doesn't make content anymore, but we're still good friends, and it's been really awesome to continue doing the Metroid run. Now, this is now season 4 of the Metroid Run, I believe, that I have done on my channel, so this is going to be really awesome to do it for you guys. I cannot wait. If you'd like me to explain any of the rules, again, let me know, or in more detail, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will do that for you guys. But with that being said, this series will be going up every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, and will start August 24th. So join us for August 24th, 8 PM. I'll see you there. But until next time, I am LanternJoe. Mean to the Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody. Let me try that again. I fucked up my own outro. God damn it, Joe. Mean to the Pokemon get to Lazar. Everybody get Pokemon. Good night. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos. And of course you can ring the bell and you'll be notified first when those videos come out. You can follow me on Twitter @LanternJoe, where you'll get news, thoughts and opinions from me, Joe, and the rest of the Lantern Nation. And of course, if you're a fan of this sort of thing, then you might like Power Zone Metal, a radio show presented by me and my brother Dan, aka the Gentleman of Metal. You can find out more information about that on powerzonemetal.uk. And of course, if you want to watch more videos, you can watch them by clicking in the top right and top left hand corner of this here end card. And of course, until next time, from me, Joe, and from the rest of the Lantern Nation, we'll see you again.